Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're in a bit of a random location as the theme of today's video is going to be very nature based. It's actually the story of how me and Anna went vegan in the first place. And as you can imagine, it's a very important part of our lifestyle and this channel itself. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the one thing that made me go vegan when I was thinking about it and the many things that made Anna go vegan. And we hope you enjoy the video.
I've been trying to say it in English, but I've been struggling. So I'm just gonna say it in Spanish and you can have the subtitles. Yeah. Bueno, pues ya llevo 5 años y medio sin comer carne. Mi historia empieza cuando tenía unos 14-15 años, cuando entonces ya empecé a pensar que lo que estaba haciendo no estaba bien. Sabía que había algo en lo que hacía y en lo que comía que no estaba bien. Así que ya empecé a pensar sobre esto y a explicárselo a mis padres y bueno, ellos solían reírse como diciendo ni siquiera sabes todos los vegetales que hay para comer, bueno, cosas así, normales. Pero cuando tuve 16 años, un día tomé la decisión. Todavía no había visto ningún documental ni tuve la referencia como para tomar la decisión, como mucha gente. Simplemente lo sabía en mí que había algo que tenía que cambiar y ese fue el algo. Como tenía 16 años, al explicárselo a mis padres y el decidir eso fue algo impactante para ellos. Me han apoyado siempre y siempre me han dado mucho amor y ayuda, sobre todo, para poder conseguir lo que yo quería. Pero sí que es verdad que a veces era difícil el hecho de, por ejemplo, no entender el que yo tuviera todas las cosas que necesitaba o por ejemplo, ¿cómo se dice?
¿En inglés o en español?
En inglés, me da igual. En plan, ¿cómo se dice? En plan, que no tenían mucha... Sí, como que no tenían mucha información sobre el tema, así que también tenían un poco de miedo por si no iba a estar bien o si iba a tener algún problema, pero obviamente después aprendieron y pues fue genial. La verdad que sí. Así que no estoy muy orgullosa, pero tardé 3 años para dejar el único producto que comía de animal, que era el queso. Difícil.
Yeah, cheese is a hard
difícil,
one.
Sí. Me gustaría haber tomado esa decisión antes y darme cuenta. Cuando tomé la decisión todavía no había visto ningún tipo de documental ni nada, simplemente estaba cenando con unos amigos y estaba hablando sobre el tema y me dijeron, pues obviamente los hechos de lo que estaba pasando con la industria igual y también los beneficios que te daba en general. Y entonces dije, esta va a ser la noche. Y a partir de ahí pues empecé a ser vegana y llevo 3 años ya, 3 años, sí, 3 años y medio creo que son ya, y estoy muy feliz. De hecho todavía no me creo el hecho de que haya comido carne, o sea, me parece horrible, pero estoy muy contenta de haber tomado esa decisión entonces y de estar aquí.
And to be able to educate other people as well.
Y educar
on making
gente.
decisions like that.
Sí.
Pero sí. Calm.
Esa es mi historia.
So were like there any points for you that you kind of like wanted to slip up or ever wanted to go back after you went vegan, or was it just a matter of like I'm here now and that's pretty much it? Or
Yeah, never. I never had any point when I thought I really want to eat this, but I can't, or anything like that.
do you miss any of it? Do you miss nothing at all?
Yeah, nothing at all.
That makes sense to me.
I always had like the things so clear in my mind, and I always knew it was gonna be like this, and it's always been like this. I had in fact 2 times, like scary times, when I thought I was gonna eat something that it was meat.
By mistake?
Yeah, by mistake, of course.
Well, some people do. Some people slip up.
True. Yeah, no. True. I won't put what I was gonna say.
You accidentally nearly slipped up a few times, or you thought that you ate something?
Yeah, no. I thought it was I ate something by mistake, like.
And it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, like I literally cried, like, and my body, ¿cómo se dice? Mi cuerpo me hizo like
Panic.
querer vomitar, o sea, fatal
Like it made you feel
vomitar.
like a bit like kind of ill and like made her feel like she wanted to be sick.
Yeah, like horrible.
Yeah, that's the like what extent it really comes to as well. Like for me, there's one thing that I don't know if you're watching this and you're vegan, like does anyone else get vegan nightmares? Because on a regular basis, I think that like I've accidentally eaten some meat and like it literally comes to me in my dreams. And in my dreams, I accidentally eat a piece of meat and then I start panicking.
And you wake up like,
and you wake up and you woke up thinking it's so realistic. It's like you actually felt like you failed.
Yeah, and you feel bad the whole day, like I fail.
So yeah, 5 years meat free now. That's crazy, man. Like I don't know how long you guys have been vegan for. Feel free to comment that down below. But yeah, like that's a long old stretch, and you're gonna be like that forever, I hope.
Sí.
Yeah, she definitely will. She doesn't like even the taste of like fake meat replacements, like any of like the fake burgers. She doesn't even like any of them unless they're like bean based, for example.
Yeah, I need to see the things.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our Noah story. Thanks for telling it. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Por ayudarme.
Of course. Right, so for me, my story is a little bit shorter as I have been vegan a lot less time than I know her, but I guess I could really start it with her, to be honest. So before I met Ainoa, I was a huge meat eater. I used to eat steaks every day. I used to work in a pub, so I used to bring home like the spare food that they weren't going to eat, like the steaks and the meat. I used to bring it home and eat it all the time. I loved fish, I loved dairy, I loved eggs. I used to eat it, go to the gym a lot, try and get wham. And yeah, I was just basically like a normal meat eater. But obviously at that point, like everyone, you kind of have that, what we call in the vegan industry, like cognitive dissonance. Wait, someone talk past. Which is where people kind of like dissociate the idea of an animal actually being an animal when it's on your plate. So it's like people don't really realize that a duck is actually what's in their duck wrap, or a cow is actually what's part of like the steak on their plate. So obviously like everyone, like I kind of knew, but you don't really make that association. And then one day me and Ainoa walk into the boat where we were living in Barcelona, and I just remember seeing a duck, and like for the first time ever in my life, it clicked in my brain that a duck is actually what I was eating. I know that sounds stupid, but you kind of think like that living creature that I can see in front of my eyes right now is actually what I'm eating. And it was really heartbreaking for us, or for me anyway. So I kind of started speaking to Ainoa, and she was obviously like inside, because at this point she was obviously vegan. And the funny thing is, I've got videos on my phone of me being like, oh, Ainoa thinks we're going to bring our kids up vegan, and I'm laughing at her and filming her, and that aged pretty quickly, you know. Sorry, that aged well. So yeah, obviously that was kind of where I started with duck, and I, at that point I like kind of started deciding that meat wasn't really the right thing to do, but yeah, I had to be vegetarian. And then a documentary that I really praise highly to everyone, and it's a really good one for people to actually realize that not even just the animal side of it, but also the corruption side of the industry, and that was Seaspiracy. And I watched Seaspiracy with Ainoa for the first time in June last year, so a year and 2 months ago now. And we watched it and I finished it, and after maybe like 2 minutes of nearly finishing it, I kind of made the decision in my head that I was going to go vegetarian. And then I went vegetarian, and it was obviously just like I kind of fell in love with it, like everyone really. And I just kind of started doing more research, just like new exciting way to eat. I'd never changed my diet before, I'd never done anything, and I'd seen now like what actually eating the meat was causing to the world. And some of the facts that I saw in the documentary were just insane, they really were. So for example, I found out that 90% of coral reefs are due to be killed off by 2050. And that was like, to me, that was crazy, because people don't realize that the coral reefs are actually way more effective at reducing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than forests. I think it's 20% more strong. And yeah, just little things like that. And I also found out that every one dolphin caught, 12 were killed for no reason a lot of the time. A lot of them come through bycatch as well, which is the stuff that gets caught in the net when they're dragging along a lot of boats, but part of the oceans. And obviously dolphins as well were eating fish that fishermen wanted to fish, so they were just blindly killing dolphins and just floating them anyway for the sake of it. And like these little facts to me were just mind-blowing, and to see the industry and how corrupt it is, especially in countries abroad as well, where the police are actually actively trying to stop people from exposing this kind of stuff, and whaling and stuff as well, where they kill whales for the sake of nothing, just for sport. And I just watched it, and I was just thinking, I'm being part of that every single day. Every time I add a bit of money or spend a bit of money or eat these animals, I'm contributing to that. And for me, that was just a real like turning point to be like, wow, I need to do something. So went vegetarian to try it out, as like everyone, being vegan seems super tough and hard, and it's a whole lifestyle change and blah 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 blah, which obviously it is to a certain degree, but it's not a hard thing to do anymore. And yeah, so I basically went vegetarian, and after I think what is it? So June, July, August, September. So within 4 months, I then watched. I don't know what documentary it was. I remember watching something. It might have been Cowspiracy, or it might have been a different one. However, during that documentary, it was basically like calling vegetarians hypocrites because of the fact that the dairy industry is still responsible for a lot of pain and suffering that happens within animals and within the world. And although being a vegetarian helped, taking up a vegan lifestyle was going to help way more. So essentially, I then decided I don't like being called a hypocrite, as I always have my entire life. So I kind of looked into it a bit further, and by the end of that documentary, I decided to go vegan, and I've been vegan now for nearly a year, I think, which has obviously been insane. Like that's quite a lot of time now, and I haven't really looked back once. And yeah, it's completely changed my life ever since then. Like I've completely encapsulated and incorporated veganism into everything I do now, even with this channel and our long-term goals. And we're even looking to get a van and travel now, and these kind of things are like all inspired by having this really like open and free mindset. And it's just been the best thing I've ever done, really, diet-wise. I feel so much better about myself. I feel so much healthier, happier. So yeah, it's really, really good. So that's pretty much where I come from. So most of it mainly come from her. She actually influenced me. So yeah, it was really nice to have her, because without her, like most people, like sometimes you just need that person to tell you exactly what's happening to break that cognitive dissonance and actually be able to finally like make that, oh shit, I might be doing something wrong, you know. So yeah, that's basically why I went vegan, and I'm super happy about it. So if you can, go vegan, and if you want any advice, we're here for you. So yeah.
Of course.
So I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for watching the video, and we hope in some way this has helped you if you're on the fence about being vegan, or even you're thinking about going vegetarian or just changing your lifestyle. I hope our stories have inspired you in some kind of way. It is way easier than you probably think, and it is an attainable thing, and you are healthy and you're not going to die. Look at us, we're absolutely fine. So yeah, hopefully you guys know us a little bit better as well now, and now we're all introduced, we can get around to making some other content. So yeah, thanks for supporting, guys. I appreciate it a lot, and we'll see you soon. Mwah. Wait, that was the same time. Jeez. See you later, guys.